Good morning, friends. At the end of my last video, I was telling you guys that I had to go get bread. Oh my god, the wind is so bad. That I have to go get bread first thing in the morning. So that's what I'm doing right now. I literally just woke up and made some coffee and I'm letting it brew and I'm going to get the bread because it's only like, I don't know, 8 minutes away. So anyway, we order our bread from Heidelberg, which is a local New York bread. They're literally the best bread. Like, everybody that comes to breakfast is like, what is this bread? And also, they have like very minimal ingredients is one of the reasons we choose them over like so many other local breads because, I'm sorry guys, I still have the odds. They're like 3 ingredient breads, you know what I mean? Like flour and yeast and salt, like, and water or whatever. But they have so many different kinds and all the classics like white, wheat, rye, blah blah blah. So anyway, and they're made in Herkimer, which is only like, I don't know, a little over an hour from us. So it's like, you know, as far as New York State's all of New York State, they're pretty local to us. And they just make bread on a bigger scale. So like they have that bread at all of our grocery stores around here and such. I'm pretty sure they're not like a nationwide bread. I don't think they're that big. I think they're just like all over New York State, maybe New England. Like maybe they're in other states besides New York. But anyway, they're very successful for having a very simple approach to bread, and it's delicious. So we're going to pick up the wholesale order, and then I'll go back home and have some coffee and wake up a little bit and get dressed because I'm kind of in my pajamas, just with sweatpants on. Yeah, I'm just really, the wind woke me up like a bunch of times last night. It was, like, we're actually having like a wind advisory or whatever through the end of today, I believe. So yeah, it just was like whipping so much, and not that it like makes me nervous, but one, I wake up for anything, and two, I do get a little bit nervous about like just whenever there's really bad wind, it's like trees are down, the power is out. Like, I don't think I like anything less than when the power is out. Like, every time the power's out, I think about how there used to be no electricity, and I'm just like, okay, I sound like a princess because I know that life used to be a lot harder, and also people didn't know what they were missing because they didn't have electric, but I actually can't imagine. This is just the morning rant we're on right now while I drive. I'm also just really tired because Eric is very sick, so when someone is sick and they're congested, they also snore. Anyway, I just didn't sleep that good, so not to blame anybody. Whatever, we're going to get bread. Okay, so here's my bread truck. Heidelberg. I realized I was confusing because I said they're an hour away and then I said it was 8 minutes away. The delivery guy from Heidelberg meets me at our local grocery store, so on the back of the truck he's got my pickup ready for me. These are all my boxes. See, their tagline is phenomenally healthy. Holy crap, the wind is freaking terrible. That was like a minute and a half outside and my hands, like I hit my hand on the edge of the car and oh my god, it hurt so bad. You know when you like, your hands are cold and you hit them, it's just like, I wonder what the wind chill is. It says it's 23 right now, but feels like 9 from the wind chill. Does not surprise me. I said we were gonna get snow. We got like not that much. You can see that. Just like a couple inches. Honestly, in some spots it even just looks like a dusting, but I think that's because of the wind. So the roads are like kind of shitty for how little snow we got, honestly, but it looks pretty. So I just finished unloading all the bread. In the first box that I opened, like here I am telling you guys about how good this bread is, and I totally forgot. This is like the first time I've ever ordered these in bulk, but they make hamburger buns And they're like the only hamburger buns that I will like ever order or ever eat now. Like they do sell them at our store, but I just figured I might as well order them because I'll just put them in the freezer. They freeze so well. And there's 6 in a package, so it's just like not too many for 2 people, I feel like. And they're just so good, you guys. Like, I don't even know. They're so fluffy, but like hearty and not too much bread. Like they have a really nice top on them, so like maybe they're more bread than some people want, but I would definitely try them if you have them near you or you haven't tried them before. Flour, water, eggs, butter, sugar, milk, and salt. Like nothing like fake, and you know what I mean? Like if you literally pick up one of the really nationwide or global whatever bread brands like Pepperidge Farm or whatever, there's like 50 ingredients in it. I don't even know what they are, and I'm like, why? It's just bread. So anyway, I just really like Heidelberg products. These buns are so good. It's just like such a weird thing to be excited about, but anyway, now I have a bunch of them. So as I told you guys at the end of the last video when we were packing all that popcorn, I have to make a delivery this morning. I picked the camera right back up after finishing last night's video. So anyway, today's Friday, so I'm gonna put potatoes on to boil for the weekend, and then after I get those on the stove, I'm gonna load up those popcorn boxes and we'll get on the road. It's not too far, but it's like, I don't know, a little over an hour. And I'm gonna bring some cheese samples with me from Rachel, which is the Brevetto cheese house that has the Harpersfield cheese, which is my brother's wife. I feel like I've said this a million times. I just can never remember if like maybe you guys haven't seen all the videos or you don't know who I'm talking about. So anyway, amazing local cheese, and the farm store that I'm going to loves to carry like tons of local products. I will show you guys inside that store when we get there, but I'm bringing some samples of that cheese to him because I know they don't have it and they love stuff like that. So anyway, loading up the cheese samples and the popcorn and putting potatoes on, and then we will hit the road. I really need to get gas, and yeah, that's what's next. That's what happens when you try to vlog and pour potatoes. So I just came to open this other bag of potatoes and fill this other pot, and I realized I didn't have my pocket knife. But I was gonna tell you guys, which I forgot, that I learned the first downside of having a pocket knife is that I left it on my pants the other day and put them in the wash, and my knife came open in the wash, and now my favorite sweatpants have holes all over them. Like, I think it just got wrapped up in that one pair of sweatpants, because then I like checked all my clothes. But I've done that before where I left my knife in the wash and that never happened, so I didn't really know that could happen, but it can happen. So try to remember to take your pocket knife out of your pants. Okay, we're on our way to deliver this popcorn. It's literally just a windy, cold, snowy day, but I got this new Polar seltzer, so we're gonna taste test it on camera, because eventually I'm gonna be working with them. Okay, you guys, like, I literally drink so much Polar, it's not even funny. So anyway, this new flavor is blackberry mango. It literally says new on it, so we're gonna taste test it. It's my little road hydration drink because I know I'm gonna be getting a coffee at some point. Yeah, so it's like a little over an hour away. I've got my cheese samples, my invoice, my popcorn, and we're just gonna put some music on. Speaking of, how does everyone feel about the fact that Beyonce's new song is on the Hot Country playlist? Like, does calling a song Texas Hold'em make it country? Like, obviously it sounds like I have an opinion about this, but like, in general, if you've heard her new song, please listen and tell me if you think it's a country song. I'd love to hear your opinion. Like, I don't even know. Like, Beyonce on the country playlist, I'm just like, what? Okay, so first reactions, it smells really good. I'm obsessed with mango. Blackberry's like, meh, whatever. So it's like, regardless, I'm gonna try every single kind of Polar there ever is. I mean, they're all refreshing, but I wouldn't say it's like my top 5, but I wish they just had, so they have these like, they have, what are they called? Like limeades, and they're like, they come in the smaller boxes. They have a mango limeade that is by far my favorite one. I guess I just really love mango. Like mango White Claw I also really like. I just like mango flavored drinks. But anyway, I wish they would just have a regular mango seltzer because I would drink that. Anyway, not a bad option. Just thought I'd bring a liter with me so that I have something to drink the whole time that I'm driving. So yeah, we're on our way and I need to get gas like sooner rather than later. So that'll be the first stop. Okay, so I just dropped off the delivery. It's kind of like a tiny little store, but they have like tons of stuff in there. But there was other customers, so I didn't really want to like pull my camera out necessarily. But they have like pheasant and venison and I don't even know, it was like bison. They have all these different meats and then lots of yogurts and granolas and just like everything you could think of for like grocery shopping type of deal. Like they even have like containers of arugula and like just vegetables for people that are like on the road up here, headed to like an Airbnb or whatever. So yeah, cute little grocery store that carries our popcorn. So he carries other stuff, but he usually just orders like one product in a bunch of cases at a time. So anyway, I have to pee so bad and they don't have a bathroom here. So we're gonna turn around and head back, and we have to do the rest of the breakfast prep and such when we get back to the farm, but I'm like starving. I have to pee and I really want a coffee. So when, of course I had to pick up a Stewart's coffee. Now that I'm getting closer to home, of course it's snowing again. It was like so sunny up in the mountains and then like came down the mountain and then back up towards like just more north towards us, and it's snowing. Anyway, we're on our way home. The weirdest thing just happened. I was like, I follow all these Australian YouTubers for some reason, like just coincidentally. I don't even like have a fascination with Australia or anything, but every time that I watch one of their videos, then like I realize like all my thoughts are like with an Australian accent, and I'm just like, don't try to speak your thoughts right now because it will not come out the way you're hearing it in your head. Does that ever happen to you guys? You just like think that you have an accent or that you could have one and you're just like, no, I cannot. Anyway, good morning you guys. It's super, super sunny outside. Oh, my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna plug it in and then we'll get back into it. Okay, we're plugged in. We're just standing next to the charger. Anyway, good morning. I always say I'm gonna talk to you guys over the weekend and then it's just like busy and I have stuff I want to get done because I like wait for the weekend, and if I'm working breakfast then I just only have like the afternoon to get like me stuff done, like my wedding invites and I don't know, cleaning. So anyway, it's Monday morning. It's beautiful outside, but it was like 10 degrees and windy. So very chilly, but it looks like it's gonna be a really good sap week, which I think I said in the last video that this week hopefully will be boiling. And I can either in this video or the next one update you guys on like all your questions about the boiling process and the sap and the evaporator, etc. So I'm looking forward to that because we have a few days where it's like 15 at night, but then 40 and sunny during the day. So should be some good sap runs, but like I said, it's been windy, so a priority tomorrow and the next day is gonna be like going back to the woods to check for damage because there's probably wind damage, first of all, and there's a couple of spots in the woods where I haven't checked for leaks yet, so I'm gonna have to do that. And then we have one more property to tap. It's just been like too cold, so a few different things up in the woods this week is the plan, but right now I'm in the shop. I think I've told you guys before that usually when I come in after a busy weekend, like I look at the inventory on the shelves and decide what we have in backstock and what needs to be made. So we are out of backstock of granola. So I think I'm gonna throw a few pans of granola together and put it in the oven. It will help warm up the sap house anyway, because we'll just have the ovens on low for the day. And I saw mail orders come in all weekend, so I'm gonna print out all my mail orders and get products together for that, just in case we're missing any. And yeah, I'm really excited to make more syrup this week because I want to can more and have more of like the jugs and stuff in backstock, honestly. So just continuing on with maple season, continuing on with making products. It's the start of the school vacation week, so it's President's Week. Actually, I think today is a holiday. I don't know. It's not a holiday for me. It's not a holiday for Eric, but I think it's like a bank holiday. So anyway, it's the start of the whole vacation week. So breakfast was pretty busy because a lot of people, whatever, are out of work and taking a break. So they came out to breakfast or they're up for vacation, visiting upstate, blah, blah, blah. So that's cool. I love having more visitors to the sap house. And yeah, I just wanted to like say good morning to you guys and see what the plan was for today / the week. So okay, so I'm heating up some syrup and vegetable oil right now, which is what I stir onto the oats after they've toasted. So I'll show you guys me stirring the granola. But the other thing that I'm so excited about right now, that I know I always say I'm so excited, but this is literally a life changer for me. So I need to make pickled eggs for the shelf, which we make like maple pickled eggs, obviously. And I always have the hardest time peeling farm fresh eggs. Like fresh eggs are just so much harder to hard boil and peel well. They always get all, you know what it's like to like have eggs that are really hard to peel, where they just look so ugly that they're like too ugly to put in a clear jar. Well, I finally found the perfect way. I literally just experimented with 6 eggs and they all peeled in a minute. Like it was a miracle. So I'm gonna share with you guys exactly how I did it to make them come out well, because we have so many farm fresh eggs that like going to the store to buy old eggs is always so stupid. So if you have your own chickens or you buy local eggs, like I finally found the perfect way to hard boil them. So I think maybe tomorrow, once I'm waiting for glass to arrive, I will do the whole process again and make the pickled eggs and show you how to make them come out perfect. Honestly, I was so excited about it. I might even like put it on Instagram, because I feel like a lot of people struggle with this. There's like 100 million videos on how to hard-boiled eggs and peel them easily, whether you have farm fresh eggs or not. So very pumped about that. Talk after I get out of the garage. We are just dragging the days out, aren't we? I'm sorry, I was kind of a bad YouTuber yesterday, but I was just in the shop all day, so like not a whole lot else was like, I don't know, camera worthy. But anyway, it's a new morning. It's going to be a very sunny day. It was 7 degrees this morning, but it's very, very sunny, and it's supposed to climb above freezing today. So right when I get to the shop, I have to make pies. I got an order for pies and I figured I'll just make a few extra while I'm at it, because there's none in the freezer. So gonna get to work and make pies, but on the way to work we're gonna pick up Maple Weekend placemats and brochures. So if you're not familiar with Maple Weekends, every single year New York State Maple like organizes Maple Weekends. So the last 2 weekends in March, which historically is when the maple season is, so that's why it's also weird that like people tap in December and stuff, because like the maple season is always like late winter, early spring. So all the maple producers that like want to participate in Maple Weekends are like more than welcome to. It's just sort of like an organized statewide thing where people can visit sugar houses, and like they usually have events going on or tastings or product demos. A lot of the sugar houses that like don't serve breakfast all the time will serve breakfast on those weekends, just like for the visitors and stuff. So obviously we serve breakfast already every weekend. So it's just like an extra busy couple weekends in March for maple season. So anyway, I'm picking up some printed media for that, and then we'll head to work. But I just like can't believe it's that time of year already. Like literally in a month is gonna be Maple Weekends. So yeah, so I'm gonna make pies. And then after I make pies, I'll probably be up in the woods, just because if it does get warm enough to turn the vacuum on, I'll go check for leaks in the big woods, because I haven't done that since we've had a very long weekend of like wind and cold. So there could definitely be wind damage, and also whatever, I just want to check for leaks up there. So, and by meaning, when I say warm enough to turn the vacuum on, it's like if there's blocks of ice in the line, having the vacuum on doesn't make sense. So like it needs to warm up enough for the sap to run and the ice to thaw, to be able to hear the vacuum suction of any holes that are in the lines. Does that make sense? And then we also have one more property to tap. So hopefully before the runs this week, because it's supposed to be up in the 40s, so the sap will definitely be running this week. We'd like to get this one other property tapped. So that's the game plan for today. It's kind of been a dragged out vlog, huh guys? Like It's almost like what we do when the sap's not running. I've just been doing a ton of like errands and shop work and products and stuff, but it kind of works out perfect because I feel like I got busier with that stuff as soon as it got cold. So anyway, we've got a good week ahead. So let's go get these brochures. I literally cannot talk today. I've started the camera like 10 times already in the last 3 clips and I just like trip over my words. I'm just that kind of day. Anyway, I just picked up the brochures and placemats. They're in boxes, so I didn't even see what they look like. So when we get to the farm, I'll show you guys what they look like. Hopefully some of you guys can come up for Maple Weekends because they are super fun. We do like demonstrations and product sampling and like a tour of the back room where the evaporators are. Sometimes we're boiling, like it doesn't always work out that way. Obviously you guys have seen that it's all depending on the weather, but yeah, it's still a good time. So anyway, mark your calendars for the last 2 weekends in March. I'll probably start putting these placemats out at breakfast like before those weekends, just for like people to see that we're going to be doing those, because a lot of people have never heard of Maple Weekends. So anyway, I keep wanting to touch my forehead because I have this, I've never used it before, but I got one of those like mighty patches or whatever. You like I got a zit on my forehead and you like put it on top of your zit and then it like is supposed to like make it go away. I don't know. Anyway, it's the first time I've ever used one of them. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried them. That's so random, but we'll see. I'll let you know if it works. Okay, so every time I start the camera, I get a phone call. Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
I just wanted to remind you not to turn the right-hand oven on for heat.
Okay.
It has granola in it.
Right. Mom just called me because there have been so many times where we have products drying in the oven, like peanuts and granola and like stuff that needs to be like totally dried out before it goes on the shelf, just because they need to be shelf stable without moisture. So anyway, so many times we've had products like sheet pans full of them in the oven, and like we turn the oven on because we're gonna make something or cook something, and then we're like shit, and we're like burning stuff that's in the oven. So like they get dried out just from the pilots in the oven, so that's why like the oven's not on, but they're sitting in there. So anyway, she just wanted to remind me about the granola that I made yesterday that I showed you guys. So because she knew I was gonna make pies. So anyway, these are the brochures. Maple Weekend 2024. These are the dates, obviously, but it lists, oh yeah, it actually lists all of the counties and then which maple farms are participating in each county. So let's go Harry. Oak Hill Farm, that's us. So just a quick, brochure, samples, tours, and then they give like a whole big map of where the farms are in New York State, so that's cool. And then the placemats kind of look really similar to the brochures, actually. Got the map and the list of farms on both sides. So that's cool. We'll start putting these out at breakfast like this weekend. So my dad and brother were up checking for damage and leaks while I made pies this morning, and now we're gonna go tap one small section on a different piece of property and bring another gathering tank over there. Just making sure we have the right fittings and also a bungee cord just to hold it down while we head that way. It's like down the road and up a hill kind of thing. So nice out.
it just started flowing.
Hi friends! So as you saw, we had a beautiful end of day in the woods. I just got home, it's like a little after 6, and I really just want to sit down and edit this video for you guys because it's turning into a big hodgepodge, which I feel like I say that a lot, but it's definitely been running on with random different stuff in the shop. And today it warmed up to like mid-30s and the sap was running, not a ton, but it like dropped right back off to freezing. So tomorrow it's supposed to get into the 40s. So should be a really good sap run tomorrow, and we have today's sap. So anyway, I kind of want to end this video here because tomorrow I don't see any reason why we won't be boiling, and I really want to dive into like the evaporator and the boiling process and all of that you guys ask questions about. So I definitely want to have a fresh start for that, and I think tomorrow we're going to spend one more day up in the woods and then come down and start boiling in the afternoon. So that's the plan. And Eric went to the gym, so I just have the evening to edit this for you guys. So I stopped at Stewart's, got myself a coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna sit right down and get to it. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys joining the fam. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't see why not. And thank you for watching. And all my loyal subscribers, thank you for watching as always. You guys are the best. So I will see you really soon for the next video because I'm going to pick the camera up tomorrow when we boil. So anyway, love you guys. See you soon.